If I take like while talking a picture, like we can take some pictures, videos.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just taking a consent.
Good. Okay.
Consent is important.
So I was telling you, this is the first white wine we produce. We are actually planting these first vines of Chardonnay here. And this year, to make a first try, we bought these grapes from Uco Valley, okay, more south from here. But for the rest of our wines, the grapes, they all come from this vineyard, okay? We're a single vineyard project. This means that all that we have comes from here, from these 210 hectares. This is a project that started in the year 2000, when all this was a virgin land. There were no vineyards planted at that time. Okay. And that's why we're called Finca de Cero, which means de cero from zero.
Oh.
Okay? Because we started from scratch.
Oh, that's a good one.
That year, a Swiss person comes here. He originally comes to buy a concrete factory, but because he comes from a family of winemakers and coming to one of the capitals of wine worldwide, he decides to look for land to start his own project. Okay?
Oh.
And he ends up here. Here, this region is called Agrelo. It's very famous for the quality of the wines we get from the land. So he decided to create a single vineyard project, and everything is done inside. So we collect the grapes, we take them to the productive area, and from here the finished product is done. Okay? So we bottle here, and 98% of what we do is exported.
Oh.
So it's a wine that you hardly find here in Argentina. Okay?
Okay. So which part of like countries that do you say, like is it
Thanks.
US mostly? Europe?
Mostly to the US,
Okay.
because also the owner had a winery before this one.
Okay.
So he settled his business there. And the rest will go into Canada, Great Britain, and Switzerland.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Yes, so it's mostly everything for export. I'm going to put this bottle away and I come back.
Okay, sure. So here it is, the vineyard. So, and this is the wine I'm trying for the first time. Cheers.
Cheers.
No wine for me? Okay. How do you find the wine? Good?
It's good.
It's very fruity, fresh.
It's perfectly
Yes.
balanced. It's not too sweet, like not too
Yeah.
so.
Yes.
Nice. And from what part of India are you?
I'm from Mumbai, if you know. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm from Mumbai.
From the south.
South, yeah, both are from south.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's from
here.
Buenos Aires. Okay. No, I live closer to the city.
Okay.
Yes. And how do you find Mendoza? You like it?
yeah. This is our like second day. We came yesterday.
Ah,
We
okay.
went to Croatia. So I know a few people like I work with.
Yeah.
They're from here, so I heard good things. So now I see like it's a
Ah,
good city.
it's very beautiful.
Yeah. So how do you feel like country like here?
Yes.
Way, like,
Tranquilo.
and I like that kind of life.
Yeah. I'm from Buenos Aires actually, but I live here since 4 years.
Oh.
I really. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have mostly Malbec, that is our most popular wine in Argentina. It's here a month later than the rest of Mendoza. Okay? Usually in Mendoza the harvest happens end of February, beginning of March, and we harvest end of March, beginning of April. When we harvest, that we do everything manually as well, to create a very premium quality wine. We do, for example, in the selected grapes will go up through this ramp and will pass through that machine that will separate the grains of the grape from the stems, from all the branches. Okay? So the branches will fall through the other slide And the grapes continue through the second line we have over here. We usually put one of these metal containers above here, so the grapes pass through here, and inside here we have a roller that presses the grape to just open them. Okay?
Okay.
So we make sure we don't crush the seeds of the grapes.
Mm-hmm.
If we crush them, there will be some bitterness that we perceive
Yeah.
when we eat a grape,
Taste will change.
and this will reduce the quality of the wine.
Okay.
So once we have the containers full of grapes, we take that container above this balcony, the machine. We have a door that we can open here, and the containers will go up above one of the tanks.
Okay.
Okay? We have a gate on top of the tank and a hole in the ground, and we pull this lever here. So when we pull this opens, and the grapes fall inside the tank.
Okay.
Okay? And when they fall, they will release by pressure and gravity the juices, and we can start the fermentation. Okay? So in the case of the red wines, all the fruit will go together in the tank. But we also produce rosé wines. We sold out now because it's a very small production of only 1,000 bottles per year we do of this. Okay? For the rosé wines, once we have the grapes in the container, we put dry ice to prevent the oxidation of the juices, and we will take it to that machine you see over there. It has this metal filter. Okay?
Okay.
So there will be a press that slowly presses the grape, so the juice of the grape will come out through this filter, right? And we just leave the skins in contact with the juice for a couple of hours. So it starts to get the colors of the skins of the grape, the juice, okay? And then we send the juice in steel tanks.
Okay.
So we only ferment the juice of the wine, of the grapes, okay? That's why in the end you get this very bright color. It's not intense color like the red wines, okay? And also has a lighter body because when you ferment the skins and the seeds, the wine, the juice gets more intensity, okay, and more body. Also, it has less alcohol because we do an early harvest.
Okay.
This means we have less sugars and less alcohol, okay? Also, you can see there the leftover
Yeah, the grape.
product. Exactly. There's a company that picks it up
Oh.
and they
Okay.
do other products. with that,
Okay. Like byproducts.
Exactly. We are a sustainable winery as well. Here in Mendoza, we're in a desert. Okay. So humans created this whole canal system that comes from the Andes to create the agriculture here. So here we save water by having a drip irrigation. So you can see black hoses on the feet of the plant, right? So
Yeah,
the drip
see.
comes out through there. We also recycle the waters we use to filter them and reuse them for irrigation.
Okay.
And you will see grass lines planted between the vineyards. We do that to preserve the humidity and enrich the soils, okay, when we water. Also, you'll see these black nets that now they're up. These are nets we put to protect the grapes from hail. Okay, there are rocks, ice rocks, during summertime when the grape is formed. So we can lose a big part of the harvest if we don't put these nets. Okay, they're made out of Kevlar material. So they're
Okay.
very strong.
Mm-hmm.
You have any questions so far?
Not like because it's
A lot of information.
The green grapes and the red grapes, like, or is it like you use the same one grape for to produce one?
We are planting the first white grapes now.
Oh, okay.
But when we started the project, there were only red grapes.
Okay.
Okay, so each parcel is identified, and also if you're an expert, you can recognize each variety by the shape of the leaves.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So usually they are experts, the people who work here, so they can recognize this as well.
Okay.
And part of the production of grapes we use them to sell it to other wineries.
Mm-hmm.
So we create two products, one with the grapes itself and the other one with the wines. Okay?
Okay.
So if you like, we can see the tank hall.
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Smells very good here.
Yeah.
You feel it?
see.
So here we have around 70 tanks. They are all made here in Mendoza. And we can control the temperatures from a computer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So through these serpentines, there's water that can be cooler or hotter depending on what we need for the wine. Okay? We drop the grapes from above, filling 2/3 of the tank, and we leave them 4 days at 7 degrees. This helps us get more of aromas and colors in the wine in the end. Okay? And then we add the yeast and the fermentation will start. We increase a little the temperatures
Mm-hmm.
and the activity of the fermentation makes the sugars to transform into alcohol and there will be gas produced. And the gas sends naturally all the solid parts above, creating a compact mass. Okay?
Okay.
This we have to mix it with the juice 3 times a day. So we will connect a hose down here and with a pump we send it from above,
Oh.
circulating the tank 3 times a day. Okay? The winemaker will be controlling the wine until he finds out the fermentation finishes.
Okay.
And once this happens, all the wine will go into French oak barrels. Okay? A minimum time of 14 months.
14 months.
14 months.
Oh my
Already
God.
from the entry line, we produce high quality wines that you can also store and evolve with the years. So the entry line, you can store it for 10 years at least, and will evolve very well. Okay?
Okay.
After the time the wine spends in the barrels, we will take it back here to the tanks, and from here we do the bottling. Okay? So we bring a machine that we connect here, and the machine will fill the bottles and put the corks. Okay?
So how do you get to know when the fermentation is
I'm going to show it to you.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Here we also recognize what we have inside. Okay? We have Malbec. B7 will be the parcel where we collected the grape,
Mm-hmm.
and the date when the grape came here. Okay? Also here, we're going to try the second wine.
Oh,
Okay?
that's
The
great.
first red wine we're going to have.
Okay.
So you can leave the rest of the wine if you still have it in the glass of the Chardonnay. And we have a 2021 Malbec. Okay? This is our biggest production.
Oh.
Yes. There you go. Very well balanced Malbec.
It smells good.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
Women, they used to drink more like white wines or rosé. Right? Some like the reds, but usually it's like a lighter wine. Right?
It's
More
changing now. There are a lot of wineries coming up, so they have experiences like this. They have their hotels, so you can go see the winery and stay there and chill with your family or friends. Right? So
Nice. In what regions?
it's in Maharashtra, Nasik, I would say. And the other part is they started from which part? South Delhi side also, or south side? South, I don't know, but Maharashtra they have.
Yeah.
South of the Delhi?
No,
No,
not
south of
Delhi.
India.
It's,
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, south of Delhi technically, because anything,
Yes.
almost everything is south of Delhi.
Okay.
It's
I've been 2 months in India.
Oh.
very
Part
deep,
of,
very deep.
I arrived in Kolkata
That's like very different. Like, it's not the best. Like,
I
would
wanted
not
to run
recommend
out.
it.
Was
Exactly.
crazy,
It's even we get scandalized there because they speak very different language, and
Yes.
then the way of the lifestyle they live, it's no, you
Yes.
can't. Like the food, everything is like disgusting. You don't want to go there.
Yes.
Yeah. No. But have you traveled to other part of like south? Of
Yes,
India,
yes.
like-
To the south I couldn't go. I just went from Kolkata all the way to the west with the railway and stopping in a couple of cities. So I went to Bodh Gaya.
Buddh
I
Gaya.
really love it. I went
Buddh Gaya.
in like in hot season, so it was like
Oh, it's summer.
I should have gone to like Rajasthan or like like the other sides of like more touristic places. Like,
yes,
or come to a bigger city like Bangalore or Delhi or Mumbai
yes.
or Pune. Like it could have been better experience. Like
Yes.
Calcutta now. Like,
Yeah.
even we get scandalized to go there.
but yeah. Then I went to Gwalior.
Gwalior.
I like it.
Wow, it's
Yes.
good experience. Good meat. Like you get good food over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So guys, here on our left, we have the center. So in 2006, we had the first commercial harvest. Okay. So the place was bought in 2000 when there was nothing. In 2004, we had the first harvest, and when they got the quality of wines they wanted, in 2006 we released the first commercial harvest. Okay. And since that year, we keep bottles here to let them evolve. Okay. So you have all the different vintages of each line of wines we produce.
What's the oldest one?
2006.
2006. Okay,
Exactly.
still there.
Yes.
Got it.
So
And why
customers-
why is there a table? Like, can we like, is there a possibility to go inside and?
Sometimes we do, yeah, some VIP tastings, or when the shareholders
Grinding
come
or
here.
market, like
Yeah.
something like that.
Exactly, we do this experience.
Nice.
Okay, so we could smell the aromas of the fermentation in the tank hall.
And also the wood, it's like
Yeah, wood smell is so good. Yeah.
The wood and a little of the wine.
Uh-huh.
And you can smell a little of the wine because the wine is breathing through the pores of the oak. Okay? And this is all French oak. It's all brought from France and all made from French artisans. Okay? We use the barrels up to 3 times.
Okay.
And after the 3rd time we use them, we sell it to other wineries.
Okay. Uh-huh.
The trendy wines that now are being sold, they use a lot of used barrels because they don't want so much presence of the wood in the wine.
Okay, okay.
We produce a more classical European style wines.
Okay.
With oak presence, but not invasive. Okay? We keep a balance between the oak and the fruit. And behind this case, we take the barrels, once we fill them from the tanks, and we create a second fermentation that is called malolactic fermentation. This balances the acidity of the wine, okay? Making it more milder when you drink. When we produce rosé wines, we don't do this process because for the rosé we do look for acid wines. Okay? And after this process, all the barrels are taken to this hall that we can see. Here we have around 1,700 barrels.
Oh.
Okay? You can see the seals of different barrel makers in each barrel. So for example, this brand, Tan & South, is like the Ferrari of the barrel makers, right?
Okay.
It's one of the best. For you to see the quality that
And that is Malbec. What is that?
And
what is
you have a label, usually, right? Like
Okay.
this one, where it tells you all the process the wine had.
Okay, okay.
So here, for example, CVS will be for Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
Then we have P9, the process where we collected the grape, the tank where we made the fermentation, and the quantity of barrels that we